Hello. On the 30th of April, I was by chance in Tilburg, the Netherlands. And on that day, there was actually a retro game convention. So the first thing I did, I rushed over there and bought myself a ticket. We were there pretty early, but still the line was pretty long. Retro games are as popular as ever. It took a while before we got inside, but once we made it in, it wasn't too crowded. It was full of tables with all kinds of merchandise. Take a look for yourself for a moment. The location was pretty nice. It was an ice skating hall. And with the inner and outer ring, you still had lots of space to just walk around. And as you can see, they had lots and lots of Pokemon cards. It was everywhere, all over the place. It was nice to see. Yeah, I managed to fetch myself a copy of Metal Gear Solid for the PSP. I bought actually two of them. The only one I didn't buy was the novel. That one is pretty expensive. They had all kinds of PlayStation 1 games. There were not so many. A lot of PS2 and PlayStation 3 games. As you can see here, there are a lot of PlayStation 3 games. And it seemed like everyone was hunting for those. Yeah, maybe a tip. They might get expensive. So if you want to buy yourself some PlayStation 3 games, this is maybe the time if you're missing something in your collection. I really like the Japanese boxes of Pokemon. At some point I thought, am I at a Pokemon convention? That is how much Pokemon stuff there was. Here you can see a lot of PlayStation 2 games. A lot of them were also in German. That's the thing when you are in Tilburg. It's a nice place because people from Belgium, Germany and the Netherlands come all together. And yeah, that results in a variety of all kinds of games. There I managed to fetch myself a copy of Bouncer. Been looking for that one for a pretty long time. So here's someone who put a lot of creativity into these Pokeball thingies. It looks like a little garden in a Pokeball. They look nice. With the upcoming Final Fantasy games, I hope to see more merchandise of Final Fantasy and more Final Fantasy games. But they were pretty absent. I saw some stuff, but it was rare. Too bad. The Pokemon cards, you can see them here, they were pretty amazing. I would like to have some trading cards. Well, I have the older ones, but there's no end to them and yeah, what you're gonna do eventually with them. They had all kinds of trading card games. You can see Final Fantasy, Yu-Gi-Oh, Dragonball, everything you could think of. Well, I've seen it. So even if you don't go for the games and you go for trading cards, yeah, this is the place to be. I know it's a yearly event. If you want to join, yeah, please support them by coming along. I think they would appreciate that. And you can follow them through Facebook if I'm not mistaken, but I could be wrong. I will leave some notes in the description. Okay, and this is a more serious topic I like to address. You can clearly see the more expensive games here. Retro gaming has gone a little bit out of control. The prices they ask for games, overall the prices were okay for the games that I saw. Paid a nice amount for them. I cannot complain. I was satisfied. But for a lot of games I saw, whoa, this is way too much for any game at all. But I know that's the market if you look at eBay or other sites, but they're just not worth it, in my honest opinion. Of course, people think otherwise, but any game above €100, I don't think that has really that kind of value. I've seen even games, I'm not gonna name them because I do not want to discredit anyone, but they ask like €1,000 for a copy of Secret of Mana and Chrono Trigger. It's a little bit overpriced and it takes the joy away of retro gaming. Most of the games like Chrono Trigger, they are mass produced. They ain't that rare. They're becoming rare through time, but they ain't special. If you think otherwise, let me know in the comments below. As you can see, I have a lot of love for the Dragonball franchise, so I was happy to see some figurines. I didn't buy some myself, and sometimes I'm being triggered, and the trading cards, yeah, they were really nice, but I could have contained myself. Ask yourself this, can you have enough Dragon Ball? I'm a big fan of Akira Toriyama, so yeah, the box art of the old Super Nintendo Japanese Dragon Quest games, they have a special place in my heart, and it's nice to see them again. And yeah, the Dragon Ball Origins. I was also looking for Dragon Ball Origins too, but couldn't find it, unfortunately. And this was pretty special to see the big boxes, the Might and Magic on the PC. You see them less and less. They take a lot of space, but the aesthetics are really nice. And look at these prices, they're not that high, and these are more rare than most of the other games they pretend to be rare. So imagine what the prices could be. I'm a bit conflicted what I think about this, the imitation controls. I know it's really hard to get GameCube controllers and like that, but I do not support imitations, but if you cannot have anything else, yeah, it's better than no controller, I guess. So it's good, it's accessible for people. Some nice collector's editions here. I would like to snatch some off myself, but the prices again, well, they were not reasonable anymore. I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. That's just too much. Well, they're all boxed and complete, but you never know in which kind of shape they are. Some nice collector's edition. Assassin's Creed, the box. Yeah, it's really beautiful. They put a lot of work. The Belmont edition of Castlevania. Darksiders statue. And the blue dragon, that was me pointing it. I actually have it. Tekken 6 with the arcade stick. I was pretty happy to see that. Yeah, these statues were really big, like at least half a meter or even bigger. So I wonder if anyone bought them. They look pretty high quality, and yeah, I would buy one. Oh, the Bayonetta gun, I think it was. It looks a lot like it. If it's official, I don't know. You can see here the arcade area. It was a little bit on the small side. I would have liked to have seen a lot of more arcade machine. But yeah, wishful thinking for the next edition. And this was an easy machine. I think the guy actually made it himself. Well, that was about it, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and leave a like, subscribe if you enjoyed my content. I will keep you updated with the streams. For now, we'll see you around. Bye bye.